Hello everybody, welcome to Amorous. This game is finally out. As you can see here, it's still a work in progress. But the game's out now. Welcome to Amorous version 0.9. Keeping in mind this is a work in progress and not finished product. Remember to leave feedback on the development forum before that. Please enjoy this release. We're playing Amorous, guys. Let me go over some settings. Resolution. We're just gonna leave that alone. New game. Please pick what you would like to do. New game with or without prologue. Character customization. Oops, I've changed my mind. What? It's a lot of choices for a new game. Pretty much everyone loves the coast. Clear blue skies above the crystal clear waters of the shoreline. What's not to like, right? That's my town in a nutshell. Don't get me wrong. This is the place to be if you want slim girls, hunky guys, and curious tourists. Between those two, it's a hospital holiday destination for anyone who wants to pay for the tranquility of an ocean breeze, with the occasional slap on the... It does wear thin when this is all you ever have ever known. The beach gets gradually less interesting the more you see it. The constant barrage of skimpy trunks, lacy bikinis, and the culture that embraces liberal sexuality. I suppose I can see why it's such a big deal for outsiders. Maybe I'm a little spoiled. I guess I'm just a bit of a stick in the mud. School and work always got in the way, you know? Anyway, there's more to life than trying to hook up with everyone in your senior year. I never really found the time to date after graduation, drifting apart from friends who had a different mindset. I see enough of that at home from my libido-driven brother. Brave! 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 Neil. It's been serenaded through I'm going off again. Time to get up and face reality. I'm beginning to wonder why I keep setting it in the first place. It feels like every morning I sleep past my wake-up call a little longer. I guess it's pretty easy when there's nowhere you are expected to be in an hour. 11 a.m. At least I can still consider it breakfast if I get up now. My motivation seems like it's extra low this week. Saturday morning, and it feels like the middle of the week still. I wish there was a load like one step at a time. Oh wait, I just remembered. Cody invited his friends over today. Watching them get all touchy-feely gets kinda weird, considering we still share a bedroom. Yeah, screw that. I'm not going to pretend to sleep while they swap saliva. At least he's over at their place most of the time. If I'm quick, I can dodge a bullet and sneak out the house before having to say hi. I wish this would load, like, a whole thing at a time that I could just, like, press enter to get to the next sentence. So far so good, no sound of anyone while I was in the kitchen. I can grab a shower when I get back, though I guess it still didn't work out where I'm going to after the escape plan. I may as well decide on that now. Oh, there's your choice. Get cleaned up and hand out more resumes, put on sneakers and go for a jog, go for a drive and see if there's anything fun in town, help out around the house, relax, chill, and use the internet. Right, let's use this at a standpoint I would do in my life. I hate the outdoors. Let's relax and chill out and use the internet. Let's think about this for a second. I currently have the entire house to myself, and it's the weekend. You're allowed to treat yourself every now and then, even if you're not working. It's not like I'm not trying. A break from it will help it stop feeling like a torture. I'm just gonna kick my feet up till Monday. Then I'll really tackle those interviews. I'll take a nice long shower and just chill. There's probably some cool stuff waiting for me in my bookmarks anyway. Oh boy. Oh goodness. Wait, David, Kobe, give me a heart attack, why don't you? Didn't even know you were home already. Where the hell are your clothes? Don't tell me you and your boyfriend are already doing it in my bedroom.
Hey, that's not very nice. Can't a little brother say good morning? Anyway, it's our bedroom, don't forget. Just 'cause you're in there all the time doesn't mean it's yours all day.
Well, there's a conundrum there. Yeah, I guess I get that part. But the only time I see you in there is when you are getting bonked by some dude you just met. You seem to be looking a little bitter, especially when I'm trying to sleep and all I can hear is bed squeaks and bird squawks. That sounds adorable. Is he in there now, spending sleeping like your kitten, I bet? I might need you to grab a few things. For your information, it's just you and me at home. Aw, that's a shame. That's why I'm just in underwear. Don't you ever walk around the house naked when no one's watching? Well, I'm watching and you're not alone. You do even I'm around, you see, Copes.
Anyway, yeah, my friend, he isn't here.
When's he getting... Wait, hold on.
Oh, I can! Ah, yes!
When's he getting here then? I just want to know how long I have to I just want to know how long I have the bathroom to myself before you're being thrown up against the glass. I love this. He isn't coming at all. He dumped me this morning via text. Aw, you poor thing. Whoa, that's awful, man. What a jerk way to do it. I was wondering, can I spend the day with you to cheer up my name? Yeah! He seemed like a nice guy from when I met him. Sorry, Kobe. You wanna hang out? Let me think for a sec. You caught me right when I was going to do something. I was about to use the internet. I'm not doing anything important. Come along with you, Kobe. Right, Kobe? Yeah. I thought it was gonna be Cobb. I don't know why you thought of Cobb. But yeah, come along.
Elbow!
Make time for Kobe. Hey, cheer up, okay? We'll do something fun together and you can put the douchebag behind you. Well, not behind you, but you know what I'm trying to say. I love this game already. I knew I could count on you. You're always there for me. We hardly spend time together these days anyway. Well, you're hardly home. When you're not working, you're crashing at a friend's place. Probably up to no good as usual. If you wanted me around more, you could have just told me. Remember when we used to share a queen-size bed together? You couldn't sleep unless I cuddled up next to you. Again, that sounds adorable. Adorable. Look at this. Look at this right here. I'm assuming that's a mother and father, right? Right. Come on, that was years ago. Plus, it'd be weird now. We aren't kids anymore. Doesn't exactly change much to me. Speaking of sharing beds, is there anyone you're bringing home? Are they cute? You suddenly seem tired out when I get home. What? I'm just saying. Don't tease. You know I haven't seen anyone in that way since high school. Even then, I never really took my relationship seriously. I can hear my Discord messages all behind this. You can hear that. You don't have to take them seriously to have fun and enjoy yourself. Not getting frisky is probably why you've been so mopey lately. I'm gonna explain my depression. I'm not mopey. Pent up then? I'm also that. I'm depressed and pent up. It's not that. It's just not working for a few weeks kinda gets me down is all. I'm gonna have to sell some things soon to afford rent. Should have told me you were feeling down. Hey, don't worry about that stuff this week, okay? I'll cover the rent this week for spending time with me.
Aw, you're such a sweetie bird.
The way you say that makes me sound like a jerk who needs to be compensated for spend time with my stepbrother. What? The way you say that makes me sound like a jerk who needs to be compensated for spend time with my stepbrother. For spending time with my stepbrother? I love you, Cobes. It's just he's seeing you with boyfriends all the time while I can't seem to find anyone for myself gets a little frustrating. Hey, it's no sweat off my back. You covered my butt plenty of times when you're working. It's a shame you got laid off, though. You seem like you were good at that one. Covered your butt, huh? I would love to cover your butt. Oh, God. Couldn't really help that they downsized the whole apartment. Yeah, it sucks. You don't like bringing me friends around whilst you're home. I'll stop inviting them if it's going to frustrate you. No, I love it when you're here, it's just... Well, I see you. You finished the school. You're out of the house most of the time, working and loving life, exploring your sexuality, and here I am. I'm back at square one. I was wondering if I should bathe today. Big decision. Just... Exploring your sexuality. Aw, you're too sweet. You're not that far behind. You just need a kickstart and you'll be back on track. I can't really help you with job hunting, but how about you and me go into town tonight and check out the clubs? I could use a fresh start myself, especially after this morning. What happened? Oh, right, you broke up. Decisions. I'm here for you, Cody. Well, I did say I would spend time with the date. I did say... I can't speak. Well, I did say I would spend a day with you. What harm could it do? If it gets boring, we'll go to the movie or do something else instead. Awesome! You'll have tons of fun, trust me. Anything you want to do together in the meantime, I picked the nighttime activity. You get the daytime. Give me a sec to think of something fun. Jeez, the choices. I wouldn't mind just reading this whole time. Play a video game, make lunch together, put on a movie, go for a walk, hang out in the bedroom. I am highly tempted to choose that option. But I also love video games. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bedroom it is. Just like old times. There's probably some funny stuff on the internet we can check out. Or you can show me what you've been up to while I'm home. Boy, I've been practicing those moves. You know, those great, fantastic moves to down somebody with. Oh goodness. It was the first time myself and Cody had a dedicated day to each other for as long as I can remember. We seem to have become distant during high school, and it kind of stuck that way ever since. Maybe this club thing wouldn't be so bad after all. I hadn't even thought about meeting people outside of work for a while. Alright. We had an old rule between us. We had no guests in the house. The bedroom was underwear-only zone. Considering it was just us, I didn't really think too much of it. He wasn't to pull pranks while we were almost naked. Oh my gosh. He made it very clear that he was already in his, and that I had to get cleaned up soon enough anyway if we were going to get out. This isn't... Goodness. Being mature as always, he began whistling while I undressed. Sometimes I think he made the rule just to get a kick out of me stripping. He had a really wide range of whistles too. I guess that's an avian thing to sing and whistle really well. It's fun just waiting to hear what he'd come up with next when I'm changing, even if it did make me feel a little like I was performing for an audience. Kinda audience, boy.
My guinea pigs are screaming at me right now.
You shush your face. You shush your face! Don't scream at me. You shush your face! Your small little furry face. I tried to convince him to use the computer with me, but the chance to play on the bed was too tantalizing for him to turn down. We usually laid side by side, staring out the roof with our arms folded behind our heads, just chilling in our briefs, talking about anything that came to mind. I never thought of Cody being the type, but he knows a fair bit of trivia should ever get the opportunity to share it. Not just movies and games either. I guess he paid more attention in school than I thought. Sure enough, being my brother, we ended up wrestling once we started getting restless. He deceptively strong for his size. Putting my arms down and getting the top of me more than once before I threw him off me and did the same. Not exactly a thing to read too far into, even if this kind of wrestling meant something different if it was someone else in here with him. Yeah. It really depends who you're talking to, man. If it's me, no. No! Get off me! That's just not how I roll, you know? We eventually called a truce and laid our limbs over each other in an exhausted pile. If we wanted to go out tonight, we had to get ready soon. Hey, can I use your shower now, or are you going to make me climb in there with you? It's all yours. By the way, what should I be wearing to this thing anyway? Is there a theme? I don't have to wear that, do I? Oh. If you want to go in just underwear, I'll be your wingman. Wingman, get it? 'Cause you're a bird. Shut up. But really, wear whatever you want. This place is very flexible dress code. Take your time and pick out something nice while I'm in the chair, okay? Hey, on a side note, can I borrow that towel? I didn't bring mine over. Can't you use another one? There's like 5 of them there. Look at his arms. It's adorable. That was my favorite color. Plus, you're practically dry now anyway. I'll let you off the hook this time. Better soon me off my feet when I'm back. I'll leave the bathroom door open just a sliver just in case you need me. I'm sure I can dress myself. Go cleaned up. We should get going soon. Also, what do you guys need to clean up for? You wrestled. That's not... sweat, maybe? I'm hoping. Please just be sweat. Alright, knowing Cody, he's gonna be there for ages. I'll have plenty of time to get ready. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where to start. What is this, character customization? Hey! Alright. What is this? List the fog. Okay then. Honda. It's not bad. Dracula Hawk. Oh my gosh, you're red. You were really hard to stare at, my dude. Easel the Dragon. Oh. It fit the Broken Dragon theme. Fernando the Closet Furry. Oh my gosh. Gave him the heartthrob. Hasco, the Blank Temple, the Blank Slate. Oh my gosh. Even the Avian. Wait, what's the difference between that and Draco? There really is no difference. Oh, well, hair is different. Hold on. I think I'll stick with Avian. The Avian. Whatever. Who cares? Body. Body color. We're gonna go for black. Really marking color. Sure, why not, I guess. Under thigh marking. Shadow, why not? Whatever. I really don't care at this point. Can I make it look decent? Maybe. I don't know. We'll do that. I don't know. What is this? Legs. Long shin markings. Okay, let's just leave that alone. Short shin markings. We're not gonna do that. Yes, let's keep that. What? Okay, I see. Arms. No, we're keeping that, definitely. Short form marking. Nope. Okay. We just did the legs. Let's go ahead. Head color. Just a bit darker. Yeah, that looks good. Gaunt markings? Okay. No. Scruffy markings? No. Snout markings? No. That's not what I wanted. That looks alright. Stripes. I'm gonna try going for red again. That's not what I touched. Oh goodness. Alright. What? There, done. Let me stop. About the color, rose color. What is this? That's a band-aid, I thought. Or not, whatever, it's whatever. I don't think that affects anything. He has no ears or horns. So, hair, fingers. Alright, this is a problem with character customization, it takes forever. Eyes black, eyes back color. We're gonna make that white because anything else just looks weird. Eyes front color. I like the yellow look actually. Gonna go for like mutant yellow. You guys know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Whatever, we'll keep that. I don't know. He has no eyebrows, so... Tail. Tail color A. Tail color. It's gonna be... We're gonna go for the red. Yes. Tail part A color. There we go. And feet. We're gonna leave that alone. Because I don't want to mess with that. Now... Save template. I don't... Next prologue? You want people to change your personality? This is how you want to look in game? Yes, please. Oops, my bad. Oh, whatever, yeah. Yes, please. Let's go with that. Hey, even the AV conditioner. Mine just ran out. Could you whoa. Do you mind? Just letting it hang out while you look for an outfit, huh? Well, for reference, if you came up to me like that and asked me out, I'd be all for it. Dude. Dude. Har har. I know you're not used to getting dressed, Cobes, but you tend to need to strip down to put new clothes on. Anyway, bird, I'm sure the club has slightly more restrictions on clothing. Yeah, it sucks. It's kind of necessary. The scary thing is I can't tell if he's joking or not. I guess it would make it easier to tell a few things about someone. Get back in there and finish up, and stop distracting me. Looked like you were admiring yourself in the mirror to me. I mean, I would too, okay? I would too. And where is your towel, Mr. Preachy? Guess I didn't think of that. Anyway, I still need a rinse. I can go change in the bathroom if you're not comfortable around me. You just caught me at an Malcolm Road is all. Nothing either of us haven't seen before. I saw a new conditioner bottle into the sink. Finish up quick. We should stand around all night like a pair of nudists. I'll have under at least by the time you're back, I promise. Sounds fair to me. Just don't interfere or I'll get to dress you. I'm fine with that. I'd better decide on that before he gets back. Oh, dude. Okay, I need it now. That really expresses me. We'll better cut down the options. Really? This? This now? We're gonna save that. Yes, I'm very sure. I identify as something else. An Apache attack helicopter, that's what. Just for giggles, why not? I've been this way my whole life. I might have mixed psychology, but
Sure.
Oh my gosh. As Amorous was built in with my character in mind, there are some limitations to play a blind sex female, despite the crotch models in the character creator. Be aware that sexual content may include your character acting as penetrative male due to the limitations of customization of sexual animations. Your choice will affect pronouns used and more neutral description of sexual activity, treating the penetrative object as a separate, where possible. Okay. Narrow things down. Now, wardrobe on the wardrobe on the wall. What's the best outfit of them all? The sexiest outfit? Well, I don't know. I don't really care. Something seasonal, someone wear shorts and cami. Something simple, a t-shirt and comfortable pants. I'm not leaving without my boots, the punk biker look. I'm more of a goth Victorian look. I got you. Cocktail dress would turn some heads at the bar. Flash of red gear would get me noticed. How about a suit? Prince strip. I have a pool somewhere as showy as you can. Soon indeed. Check out you, pretty lady. Very classy. Thanks, you look good too. It'll do. Can we get going? They probably could love you. You are gonna have to wait until we get back to the club. I'm not having you stealing all my best moves. Ha, you caught me. Definitely. Right, nobody recently came back to the club. Let's get going then. Oh, this is cancerous. I decided to let Cody drive since he knew the way. He was such a regular and had dated in one of the bouncers previously that we didn't have to worry about waiting in line when we got there. It was one of those clubs. Once the staff knew, you were fine. Otherwise, you had to be very patient to even see the inside. We drove through the illuminated side of town, the sun now well on its way to setting, nightlife bustling all around us, from bars and waterfront restaurants. Cody kept reassuring me that I'd have a blast. I think he could read my nerves pretty easily. I'd gotten myself into this without really thinking it through. What if the club filled with that type of guy as Cody liked to date? He's not always the best judge of character. He can be way too nice to everyone, and I'm certain he's a bit more picky. I suppose technically, Cody has had his long-distance boyfriend anchor him these days, but he wasn't exactly looking to head him home empty-handed. His boyfriend knew what a free spirit he was, and they had some sort of agreement while they were apart. Cody always seemed to find someone who'd take advantage of his carefree attitude, though. On the flip side, I should probably try to be more adventurous if I didn't want to spend all my time trying to what? Hold up, don't you recognize this cutie? Oh my gosh. Ah, Cody. Sorry, champ, didn't see you there. You and your friend can come in. I'm a friend, thanks. Correct. Thanks again, big guy. Whoa, this is really cool of him to let us in so easy. I knew you were friends with the bouncers, but I didn't realize it was that close. I met him through my friend Virgins. It's a long... Virgins. Oh my gosh. Anyone who follows me on my social media definitely knows I know who Virgins is, and I hope they do too, because we talk about some weird stuff, definitely, on my social media. Jesus. But let's just say yes, a soft spot for cute guys. Right. Still, I did him a favor, would have sufficed. I just appreciate you getting us in. I've never been to a club like this. I wasn't exactly experienced in the club scene at all, honestly, but I didn't want him prodding me about it and psyching myself out. Psych! You thought. Anytime. Hey, I'm gonna go dance for a bit and hopefully catch someone's attention. You do that, big bird. You do that. If you need me, just come find me. Have fun, explore around. Alright, Copes. Go have fun. I'll come see you if I get bored. Off he goes, already rocking his hips to the music as he disappeared on the corner towards the source of the pulsing, quickening beat. I didn't want to smother him or cockblock him. Meeting new people was gonna cheer him up. I might as well look around and figure out what I'll do from there. Okay. Oh, I can look all around. Can I just look at my phone? Oh, I can see my arm. Hey. Oh, I can lower everything. Cool. So just press. Oh, cool. Gallery is just a black screen. Contacts. Another black screen. How amazing is that? Diary. That's what that is. Okay, let me just actually. That's a good idea. Let me just do that. Chat settings. Normal. Slow. Fast. Insane. Let's keep that at normal. Alright. Hold on. I didn't... How do I just close the phone? Okay, that's how. Can I not talk to you guys? Oh, that's so boring. What is this? Oh, back alleyway. Can I not talk to anybody back here? Oh, well, look at that, I can. Hello. Back of the club smelled of soured beer and cigarette butts, but in some way that beat the suffocating smell of dancing bodies and 100 antiperspirants. The parking lot out back had a handful of others catching the breeze off the waterfront. Some were hanging out at the cars, taking a smoke and tailgating. Others exchanged flirty goodbyes, trying to catch a few more minutes with each other in the privacy of their cars. Right. I couldn't help but feel the same. Some of the appearance littering out here were a little rougher than the glitter and short shorts of the clever goers inside. I needed a lively conversation, a candid with a nose ring. I was leaning on the wall next to the building over. Hers or maybe her jeans were fashionably torn but fit well, showing off somewhat feminine curve of the thighs. Topside, the brown furred Huskies t-shirt and racer jacket didn't really give much away. I know girls with just a little upstairs. All in all, they looked relatively androgynous. And the impression I got was that, whoever they were, they seemed frustrated as they checked their phone repeatedly. Oh no. Gender aside, the Husky certainly seemed in a sour mood. Goes like how I keep them company, ask if there's any way I can help. Probably shouldn't bother them, maybe later. Not my side, but I'd rather come back to the party. Leave. Yeah, let's just leave him to it. Oh my gosh. Hold up. I didn't ask for this. Wait, where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, you. Oh my god, oh. I thought it was just that's how long is that a Renamon? Are you supposed to be a Renamon? I can't tell, I don't want to find out. You seem oddly familiar. Who can I talk to? I can't. How do I get out of here? Where did I come in from? Wait, here? This just leads me right to the entrance. Let me talk to this guy. Party's in there, buddy. There's tweens I gotta deal with. Tweens. Okay, you do you, buddy. You do you. You might want to pull down your skirt, my dude. Okay, so that's the exit. That's a booth. What's back here? Oh, that's how I get in here. Alright. You look adorable. Time on the dance floor seemed a little too much like the deep end. Anyway, I didn't want to crowd Cody. Maybe after I got a feel for the lounge. Speaking of, over the bustle of the crowd, one of the lounge goers caught my eye. Not laceable because of her outfit stood out above the clubbing glare of the other patrons. Sipping a cocktail, her sheer slip gave her outline an undeniable elegance. Why did I have so much trouble reading that sentence? She seemed happy enough to talk, taking sallow sips from her glass, her eyes on one of the girls shaving her all alcohol. Maybe I should choose myself. Take a seat beside her, maybe conversation will start. Go over and put an arm on the couch, draw her attention. Go over and introduce myself. She looks like she has her eye on the prize already. Go over and introduce myself. She seemed interesting enough, and it wasn't with anyone from what I could tell. No point in being here and not introduce myself. I made my way over, trying my best to keep time to the music. She caught my eye and I went in to speak over that with accountants. Yeah, I'm Avon the Avian. Avon the Avian. Mind if I sit with you? Can I? I didn't choose a name. I just realized that's why it's doing that. Mercy, nice to meet you. Hello, Mercy. She seemed a little preoccupied with the dancers, minding them with a keen regard. Maybe she was a dancer herself, or judging the competition, maybe. Probably just judging. Beautiful, aren't they? Sure. Definitely. Yeah, I gotta go with you there. I've seen so many good different people all over the place. She takes a lot of poise and a certain degree of confidence, of course. You see how she holds herself. Haha, I suppose it's silly to say I'm envious, not nervous. As she took another sip from her drink, her hand wobbled slightly. She was still smiling warmly, but it seemed like her flush was more from the alcohol than the dancers. Was she drunk? Probably. Look at that face. That's the face of intoxication right there. She's definitely intoxicated. Keep talking. No, we're gonna keep talking. Tease about the drink, compliment her, click to a dancer, acting to a different preference. Earlier, maybe. I can't dance. Tease about the drink. Is that how you feel when you're sober too? I'm sure you've heard the term beer goggles before, right? She blushed a little, giving a playful laugh. She swallowed the drink. Nothing worse than a philosophical drunk, huh? She seemed open-eyed after chattering more, and I took the opportunity to slip in beside her on the couch. She took her eyes from the dancers and went to sleep, finger trailing the couch with space between us. Mission accomplished. I'm just trying to gouge how much you've had. You're not going to realize how way out of my league you are in the morning, are you? Not that drunk here. I'd say my perspective's clear enough, and for the record, you're measuring up just fine. We're sticking to this if we're drinking, I smirked. Through flushed cheeks, her eyes were a brilliant blue. She pointed to the dancer. Alright. Hold on a second. Just in case. Is that the kind of girl you go for? I bet like the dancer you see is on a girl. She seems a little threatened to come with her. Is there even one type of person to stick to? If we're being objective here, she flaunts what she goes too well. She got so well. How could I not have to be blind? Mercy let out a sad grunt and hurried to her drink, her cock expression slipping a little. Maybe you should go try your luck with her then. If you don't mind, I'm gonna get a top. I'll see you around. I'm glad I loaded. Saved. Hold on. Yes, I'm very sure. Mercy took another sip of her drink and smiled. Through flushed cheeks, her eyes were a brilliant blue. She pointed to the dancer. Is that the kind of girl you go for? Let's console her. Well, if we're being candid, I am here with you rather than chasing skirt on the dance floor. Trust me, if I didn't want to be here with you, I'd have left already. Mercy smiled and nudged me with her shoulder, the confidence shining through her grin. Hey! Nice. Oh my gosh. Lucky me, smooth operator. So, even the avian. I'm mad that I forgot to do the... What the heck is that face? Are you feeling alright? Look at this. I'm just gonna screenshot that real quick. Like, you look really, really aggressive right now. Jesus. Calm down! Alright. She had an infectious fartiness to her. Maybe that she was drunk. But as she stood, her fingers ran down my leg, giving me goosebumps. Yes, I'm very sure. Her enthusiasm was contagious as I stood to follow her. I smiled back, hips giving the slightest dismay as I walked with her together. I let my eyes run down her form, not caring that she saw, admiring her posture, the curve of her hips and fullness of her bust. As the dress caught the club's lights and lit her in 1,000 complimentary shades. Lead the way. Oh, so what are you drinking? Ask her to choose. Beer, Sparrow on the Rocks, something with soda. Something with soda. Let's go ask her to choose. I don't mind showing you the ropes. How about a cherry daiquiri? Alright, you still look aggressive as all hell. The bartender made her drink our drinks as she sat pretty, a jewel at the bar. It occurred to me to ask her about her outfit. So your dress, it's boutique, right? It certainly caught my eye over the sea of Spicer gifts, tees, and crop tops. Good eye. Yes, it's a Typhoon original. Do you think it looks good on me? Disagree, or something appropriate. Meh? I love this game. I can't praise the outfit enough. It caught my eye from across the room and it led me to the bar with the most attractive woman in the place. Smirking, trying to match her confidence, I ran the back of my fingers down the sheer fabric, watching the fabric catch ripples of light. Better to be bold with someone like her, I hope. She's lost her blush. That would be lying if I said I wasn't interested in seeing more of the woman under it, but I'm more than liking what I see so far. Oh, you perv. Well, I am playing the game, so I guess that makes
Me? The perv?
Whatever. Her eyes seemed to look me over, one hand idly adjusting the strap of her slip as she bit her lip. Snickering under her breath, she exhaled in a ragged tempo. Phew, and here I thought the night would be dull. You know, I really didn't expect to meet someone like you here. Aw, you flatter me. Someone like me? Smart, attractive, flirty? Well, I figured that was part of the course up here. She cut me off with a laugh, blushing more as she picked up the new drink. Someone competent is what I mean. Well... Okay, your facial expressions need to change. Okay, you went from aggressive... Well, you went from shy to aggressive to... whatever this is right here. Her pound and I shifted under her hungry look. I gulped a little, my turn to blush. If we were somewhere more private, well, I think it might be a little more... And you're aggressive again, look at that. I deny wholeheartedly, submissive. I don't know what you're talking about. I felt my cheeks might split from the grin on my face. Lexi would stop and bursting into flame. The goat girl, reached out her hand and touched my jaw. My thighs clamped together. Why? I think we're a little far gone for this shy game, babe. Goodness! Slitting her hand from my face, she gave smirk, lifting her drink to her lips. She drank slowly from the bright liquid. Her eyes didn't leave me. They simply traced down over my chest to where my own hand had balled itself up my thigh. Shifting under her gaze, she raised an eyebrow as if to say no, and I nodded, biting my lip as I let my thighs relax as her eyes rolled over me. Okay, more than just a little. She set down her drink, leaning in as that hypnotic smirk ran across her face again. Her fingers tiptoeing down with her collarbone to the place where her sheer dress covered the full bust. Yes, bust. She drew my eyes to a body so skillful that I was lost in her form before I even knew it. I bit my lip to stop a small moan as her finger ran over the curve of her bust and down towards. Okay. Oh shit. What? Before I could fall into her body completely, her cocktail glass shimmied off the bar, cold ruby liquid spilling over the counter in a waterfall murder scene that landed on her lap. One of the patients jeered and her brush spread. Not the wake-up call I wanted. Sorry. Mercy stood abruptly, trying to pat down the silky fabric from her spill. My eyes still locked on her body. I could see the fabric stick to her thin waist and thighs, painting the obvious anatomy I was more than familiar with myself as that particular point on her teasing. I'm sorry, I've made a damn fool of myself. You're a goddamn fool. You damn fool. Emerging her purse, she tossed the business card down on the bar. Those bright eyes of hers didn't dare look at me as she made her apologies and rushed out. Aw. Sorry. Aww. She really didn't bring the talk as much as me. Who knew? Looking back at the bar, she seemed to have left her business card as Elliot manager, huh? I might have guessed. If I wanted, I could follow her down. They were 30 and she's sober. Looking back at the bar, she seems to have left her business. Take that card, boy. You take that card. You ensure the back up. Now, where did I find her? No, really, where did I find this thing? Right there, I believe. Yeah, I got her. Why is there a giant shadow right there?
Did she wet herself?
Oh, you're, what is this, Cottonmouth? I think that's a Cottonmouth. I can't remember its name. Oh, there's stairs. Well, let's talk to everybody in this room first. That's not what I pressed. I couldn't help but notice that the line at the bedroom, his basic plated mask as the parrot next to him seemed locked on the scowl. Despite my best intention, I couldn't help but hear snippets of what they were saying. Seriously, you gonna make a big deal out of this? Yeah, I am. What were you thinking? I'd like to have some fun for a change. Then go have some fun. Once you're done, you can stay gone. Wow. Near the mood for as long, but with the snarl of the parrot's beak grew sharper and it okay, is this look supposed to be like this right here? It parted long enough for an exhale. Nothing was spoken, though. Instead, the parrot turned on his heel and with a snort and strode back towards the bar.
He's so cute, though.
The lion tried not to watch the parrot move through the crowd at the dance floor. His eyes darted to the corners. Catch a glimpse or two before the crowd engulfed the parrot. The beat the lens of shiny shades. His emerald green eyes narrowed, then scanned the room as the corners of his mouth began to rise. A twinge of fear tickled the back of my neck as those eyes settled on me. The lion drew his tongue slowly over his lips, and two very wicked-looking fangs came into view. I would like to say I'm gonna die, because I really desperately want to die. crooked a finger at me, urging me over. Oh boy. Approach him. Despite me and my reservations, I felt drawn in. His smile grew more predatory, and the taut muscles beneath his shirt tensed enticingly as he shifted to give me a once-over. Well, would you look at that? Tries came over to me, but I'm happy to see you here. I was just about to buy myself a drink. Don't suppose you'd like one too, I would love a drink. I would love a drink. Sure, I'm a little partial, and a drink could help me relax. I just had a really weird run-in with a goat girl, and it was awkward. Sounds good, let me order something up for fast. The lane glanced over at the bar for a moment before walking over and placing an order. Unfortunately, there's nothing more awkward than standing alone in an active nightclub. Glancing between the club goers, I was feeling a little exposed until he walked back to the He walked back with 2 highball glasses, handing one to me. I glanced down to see what it was. Each glass had 2 cubes of ice and a cherry, bobbing in an amber ardent beverage. There we go. I always like to have a couple when I'm chatting. Takes the edge off. Okay, you can stop that right there. You can stop. Why are your eyes glowing? That's weird. Stop it. You're worrying me. Don't do piercings. Might even give you something to order than stare at me. Not that I mind. So I'm Dustin. What's your name, kid? Well, I forgot to change it, so for now it's Aven the Avian. Maybe if I do another run through of this game, I might be able to change that properly. Aven the Avian, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You're sure you're the right place, kid. You sure you're the right place, kid? Shut up. Anyway, the name's Dustin. What brings you here, Aven? You don't like the type to cruise bars. In case of how quickly you came over, I figure you don't have a date with it waiting on you. No, I do not. Just a really weird bird. I can feel my cheeks flush as those hungry eyes kept wandering over me. Yes, those definitely look hungry. Right. No, I just came here with my brother. He'd been wanting to go out to the house. I'd say Ed came along. You sure there wasn't another reason? Yes, I'm sure. I want to get laid. I've taken up all my save slots. Oh, whatever. I want to get laid. Truth? I'm looking to get laid tonight. I need to blow off some steam, and there's really no better way in the book. Besides, I'm not a dancer, and drinking just means an end. It's just a means. Drinking is just a means. Whatever. God, are you real good? You big beers belong in this place, and you're playing the big tough veteran. But you can count the times you walked into a joint like this in a single hand. Once. This is the only time. What can I say? I know I'm not afraid to be upfront about it. You've got balls, I'll admit that. Here's the thing about balls, though. You gotta know when to pull them out and when to just hint at them. So that I know them. I'm not gonna need more than just an offer, that's for sure. What do you mean? Well, I don't do complete strangers, and I don't do small talk, which means I'm gonna need some conversation when I keep this going. After all, we both got drinks. It'd be a shame to waste them on an empty chatter. Dustin's eyes glimmered a little in the dim light, and I felt another tingle up my spine. I suppose it would be a good idea to get to know each other better. Fair enough. Why don't I start? Why? Why? Tell me a little about you. Speaking of conversation, you haven't said much about yourself. Fair enough. But there's not much to tell that I can't repeat in public. Why? Why can't you repeat it in public? What do you do for a living? Are you from around here? What's your average day like? What do you do for a living? Currently slinging coffee and scones at man's best friend. It's a local cafe that most people around here frequent. It's a local cafe that most people around here frequent. It's a local cafe that most people around here frequent. What? Whatever. It's not the most glamorous job, but it pays the bills and my student loans. Student loans? You'd rather work somewhere else? I don't care about student loans. If you'd ask a couple years ago, probably. Now, well, it's kind of a comfortable rut. Keeps me afloat. Gives me time to go clubbing, and I've got good co-workers. But you wanted to do something else back then. Well, I was studying to be a lawyer. I'm pretty gung-ho about it at the time. The fancy office, big paychecks, and the nice suits. It was an appealing career. Things didn't pan out. I had a dose of reality and realized that maybe a high-stress job wasn't the best option for me. Still interested in wrapping up my degree, maybe opening a practice locally. Then what that happened though. Something more important. I mean, these are both true. for me, I prefer to be more comfortable in situations. So, especially when I go out, I'm usually in like a sweater and sweatpants or something like that. But dreams are, if you have a dream, definitely go for it. So that's the thing I'll say to you guys, if whoever's watching this, if you have a dream, don't stop and just think it's a dream. Go for that dream. Definitely do. You should go for it. You've certainly gone too far to give up now. Maybe I should. I consider it at least. What's that? Tell me a little about you. I just talked about him. Much as you might like, I'm not going to spend all night talking about myself. Aww, fine. I suppose I should talk about myself. That's the first step in getting to know someone. So what are you like when you're not in the club? Unemployed. So do I get out of the club? Unemployed. Unemployed, yeah. Well, I'm kind of between jobs at the moment. I'm having to crash my parents. I know, sounds bad. Guess that's the part why I came out tonight. I tried to get my mojo back. Hard times can hit you out of the blue. I'm certainly not going to give you shiitake over it. Thanks, it feels a little better to talk about it. Yeah, definitely. You mentioned my brother. Is he staying there too? Yeah, Cody and I are sharing a room, just like when we were little kids. Just talking about it makes me feel kind of embarrassed. It's adorable, kid. Just don't go make a habit of it. Maybe I should change the subject to something a little less embarrassing. It's cute. I mean, yeah, but I don't want to ask this. I feel like it'll make you a bit upset. That's not really necessary. I don't mean to pry, but it helped over here. You're talking about that other guy earlier. What was that all about? Got that, huh? Shit, not the best way to make a first impression. That was my date for tonight. Emphasis on was. Suppose I should have seen it coming. We'd been on the rocks for quite some time. What happened? We came here to look for a third. It was his idea to spice up the relationship, but the problem is once he finds one, he doesn't want to share. Polyamory can be difficult. So you dump him and come after me. So I'm not gonna say this because that's just mean, and I don't want to screw this up. So it sounds like a real jerk, but it can be difficult. Let's just say that. I'm not no expert. I mean, I know my brother's had his share of multiple days. It's never easy for a mother. Didn't expect it to be easy, but didn't expect it to just be an excuse either. I thought I might have been into it. It gave me half a chance. Well, he kept an open mind at least. That counts for something. Doesn't count for much when I'm not the one included. Look here, it's a touchy subject. I understand. Okay, fair enough. Maybe there's something else we can talk about. Let's find somewhere private. He's been dropping hints all night. Maybe I should try something a little risky. Tease him at the top. Tease him as the bottom. I'm safe because I don't know what you're talking about. Are you saying as in tease him as he's a top, or tease him as he's a bottom, or tease him that I'm a top, or I'm a bottom? Tease him as top. You're a cute guy, but you wouldn't go with those cheeks tucked down to my hand and friend against my lap. Nothing I've ever heard of line beg before want to be the first. Whoa, okay, what the heck was that? Hold on. Nope. I knew it. Okay, tease him as a bottom. Right now, I'm looking to expand on her essence and I'll find a nice guy tease him until he can't stand it anymore and just has to explode. Whoa, okay. What the heck is that up? Gotcha, just joking. I'm gonna screw this up, aren't I? Probably. Yes, I'm very sure. Just a suggestion. Come on, we're both here. You've been hitting about it all night. Why don't you just cut to the chase? There's no chase but to cut to that. I might be on the prowl, but that doesn't mean I'm desperate for a bite. But I broke on you right now. If you'd asked me to, I bet you wouldn't even mind by the time I was finished. Let me just give you a good time, kitty. Despite his plagued expression, his eyes narrowed. He set his drink down and said, "I want to look at me for a moment." Good, if you're that hard up. You can just go fuck yourself. I knew it was the wrong choice. Or I could object here to headed back into the club. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Just joking. Got you that one. I'd be better to change the subject quickly. Really? Again? Come on, dude. This is fun, but I didn't want to spend all night talking. Well, I guess we're gonna be something we got to know each other a little. What do you have in mind? Well, I got here now. Let's stay for that. Want to find somewhere private? Like to probably get to know him a little better. Kid, I think that's a good idea. Not my cup of tea, and I don't see any point in leading you on. Wait, what? Don't push it, kid. Enjoy your drink. Maybe we'll with each other. Come on, dude. Why are you being so difficult? I want to make this official? It's been a little while, but I think that's kind of today. What do you think? You think you could just make that kind of choice and have it stick? Let's say this is 4, just in case. This is giving a shot. Well, I can't exactly argue with that. Yes! The other word, the smile on his face growing wider. His paw rested on my shoulder, and he drew close enough for me to catch his intoxicating scent. Yeah, he's drunk as hell. I think we should try to one of the private booths. We've got it here. Bro. Really? Really? What do you have in mind? I think you got an idea of it already, kid. Took you this long. You're being so difficult. And now you want to do this? He's pulling me from my shoulder downward, trailing over my back. I could feel the claw tips tickling, teasing me under my clothes. I'll be honest with you, even the I need to change that name, but I can't. I'm a very private person, but I have a particular interest that would involve you. You should know about them. His paw fell to the curve on my rear, squeezing its off as it pulled me close to him. I could feel his whiskers tickle my cheek as he whispered to me. I like to tie people up. Oh. That caught me off guard. Whoa. I like to tie people up. I like to control them when we were in a bedroom. I've been picturing you naked since, maybe a few minutes after we started talking. Then why have you been so difficult? Been fancying what I can do to you and what you can do for me. I can almost see you on your knees in front of me begging for a taste, and you look good there. It was hard to keep any remaining composure I had between the caressing of his silky finger, fur, and the growing warmth of his bit on my stomach. I was getting flushed myself. I can even be a little bit of an exhibitionist if need be. He stepped away for just a moment, lining up his shirt and tucking it into his waistband for his pants, before stepping up to me and placing his paws over the small. His paws behind the small of my back forced me forward. Oh, so what are you saying, kid? Just like right in the public? Hold on, we should find somewhere private. Watching him pressing needfully against me and the feeling of my blood rushing everywhere, but my brain, I struggled for a response. My attempts were cut short, however, by a sudden vibration against my thigh. He looked confused for a moment before finishing his phone out of his pocket. I wonder who texted me. He released me, the ambient glow of the phone lighting up his face in the dimly lit club. At first, he looked almost frustrated. His brow furrowed as his eyes darted over the screen. However, his expression changed almost immediately after his hands fell to the sides. Fucking bastard. He sent me a photo of him with the other guy he met here. They're going to edit my apartment and my damn bed. He says he's been cheating on me with them for the past couple of months. He shoved his phone back into my pocket and looked back up at me. Man, his pocket, not my pocket. Look, I had to go deal with this. I really didn't want the night turning out like this, but it smiled meekly. It was still a little overwhelming. I'd like to see you again, Avian. Further, if my ex isn't being a total dick. And pulling out a notepad, he scribbled something down on it and passed it over. Here's my cell. Give me a call sometime. I could give us another chance. Definitely. You got it. I'm gonna be a slut in this game. Throwing shit back on, he began to work his way through the crowd. I clutched the paper form as my body began to settle down from it. Hi. Slipping it back into my pocket, I slowly came back to my senses. Alright. So, I have contacts now, right? Chat. That's not what I... Call Dustin, call Mercy. So Mercy's the goat girl. Dustin was the guy I just talked to, I believe. I can't talk to anybody here. Nobody over there. That's the exit right here, I believe. Right? Yeah. I don't want to be out here. So, elevator or stairs? That Ellie just brought me right up here. Alright, hold on. If I go to the elevator, does that do anything different? No, it does not. Wow, that is the most... Why is that so useless? More realistic, I don't know. Okay, I see that. Heading over to grab a drink from the machine, I noticed one of the bouncers chatting up a fairly energetic customer. They seemed to be having a good time, the smaller male wiggling his hips side to side and eyeing the loyal dragon with his eyes that suggested all sorts of mischief. Perhaps this was my chance to meet some new people like Cody suggested. Get a drink, introduce myself, watch the scene unfold. What do you mean drink? This is a snack vending machine. No drinks are in there. I'll watch the scene unfold, introduce myself. figured it might be smart to see what these two were up to before sliding away in their private conversation. I approached the vending machine and leaned against it nonchalantly, acting like I was thinking about getting something to snack on. I took things to the atmosphere of Amorous, both the club and the situation in general. There was something oddly relaxing about being up here, and away from the press of the crowding dance floor. Was this the reason most people came out to these places? I can imagine myself chilling at the I can imagine myself running the booth downstairs rather than freaking out trying to dance or show off. I felt more at home with that idea. Before long, I couldn't help but overhear the conversation next to me. Is that so? You know, Rose, you do this every weekend. Wasn't this for me this time? That's it for you. Well, how about this? Small avian leaned up. You look like a slut. Avian leaned up, hands on the dragon's chest, swishing his hips the whole time. He whispered into his ear as the large male leaned down, a grin lightening his rough features a few moments later. Now that was a winning him smile, even if the smaller guy and him were clearly involved from the intimate way they touched when they whispered. Before I would even realized it, the security guard had turned on to me. He had that wide grin still, and his handsome featured teeth glinting in the bright light wing of the glove. I caught a glance at his eyes, then the guy in the tight shorts stood beside him. He-ish glanced at his eyes. Oh well, you know me before, and trust me, I always noticed someone as pleased you. What? What? Hold on, how does it even... Again, I'm caught off guard by a game. Hey, I gotta go. Bye. Introduce myself at the beginning. Let him know you appreciate it. I could feel a heat rushing to my cheeks as he complimented me. My blush was quite apparent from his chuckling as I tried to hide it, but by looking inside without taking my eyes entirely off the playful Dennis. Aye, well thank you, I'm not really used to handsome guys, like you call him cute right off the bat. I watched as Zenith narrowed his eyes, seeing if I was joking, that grin stretching wider. He drew my face back his way with a single clawed finger under my chin, locking his eyes with mine and clearly delighted at a shiver as an unexpected touch caused down my spine. What just happened? You really intrigued me. Zenith's large form was definitely intimidating, but something about him was appealing despite that. He was taller than most, maybe second to Kane, Dorman, but his touch was gentle despite that, and those bright eyes, he was near hypnotic. You have glowing eyes again. Just everybody's eyes in this game glow. Well, maybe just dragons, lions, I don't know. Even the Avian, huh? Well, I'm really glad I bumped into you, Even the Avian. Stop repeating that name, please. I'm Zenith. Nice to meet you. Think we found what we were looking for, Rose? His playful tone did very little to stop my bright red face. The kind of person they'd been looking for? That sentence ran through my head a few times. Even in the belly. Rose by the sound of it. Eyed me a few times and nodded. There's a sultry look about him, hand on his hip. When Zenith's eyes were on me, there was a dark look on his face. He tapped his foot and put a smile. I mean, like, hey, yeah, she's cute and all. She? She's cute and all, but don't forget who's cuter, Zenith. She'll do as long as you know who's number one. Keep up that submissive attitude. I decided not to just melt his honest eyes. If this was how they did things, I wasn't going to turn down a chance to party with the big guy. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I spun around on my heels, Rose in front and Zenith behind as I raised my rump back towards the later and ran my eyes down the bare middle of Rose's over tight shorts. Zenith actually took a moment longer than I expected. On my cheek. I'm not really the number one health personality kind of person, but I don't mind a little competition. It could be the most accommodating. Whoa there, someone frisky. If you keep that up, I'm gonna have to take you home. I've got poor impulse control when it comes to cute thoughts. I'm like, gosh, goodness. The Dennis fingers to a sticky squeeze of my lips as I rested against him. I rolled first. Rose sauntered up to close the gap and worked his finger over my outfit. I braced for a slap. His eyes certainly said I was slap was incoming, but instead he pulled at me for a kiss. Oh, how do you kiss with a beak? Like, we got beaks. How does that work? For a kiss, it caught me so off guard that my moan was one of a surprise as much as it was passion as he broke contact and grinned. As Rose's fingers was in my chest, I couldn't help but slip a look back at Zenith. The handsome dragon was watching us play, but the toothy grin he had all but vanished, replaced with a sullen expression I couldn't quite puzzle out. The moment he realized I was looking at him, he put that grin right back on and licked his lips before leaning in for a rough kiss. What is going on? He tasted of those strong mints you get at a train in a tin. It didn't quite quell the feeling that there was more than to the situation that he was letting on. What happened? How did this happen? I'm pushing almost an hour recording. I think you mean that we might have to take him home, Zenith. seems so enamored. I might just have to take Avian home myself for a test ride. Whoa, calm down. Why don't you tell our new friend why we were here, Well, we never really had to explain before. This but trying to start a fire on my pants seems it's got the right idea. But who can blame you? Zenith gave a little smirk as he flexed a bicep. I half expected to hear his scales creak. I chuckled a bit, but as he threw a puzzled look back to Rose, he seemed concerned, maybe? Ugh, what Zenith meant to say was that we're looking for a third party to join us for a fun evening. And just guess what? You fit the bill perfectly, almost too perfectly in fact. What do you say, cutie? Down for a little fun tonight?
What just happened?
Despite the Rose fact was walking to me, I kept looking back to Zenith. This time they were more of a crack in his veneer than the last time. I could see his eyes narrow as Rose mentioned taking me home. However, after he'd finished speaking, Zenith stepped out from behind me with a pat on my rump, turning the frown into what seems like his nature squeaky grin. You heard him? Avian, what do you say? Down for a quickie? Why would you decline? I'm down for it. You know what? I can't just couldn't have a good time tonight. Good time was being presented to me. I might have seemed like the two of them had something to work out here or there, but that wasn't my problem. I both did an eager smile. I think that'll be good for us, all of us, when we're there. Just in the back, sweetheart. I'm just going to freshen up a bit. The back? Where's the back? Like outside the back? I waited out in the back of the club for who was on 15 minutes at least. There was some Copa staying around as they watched others chatting, and a few others hooked ups too. It looked like it started to wear on me as my blood cooled. Maybe it'd be too hasty after all. I was ready to check my phone, give them another few minutes when Rose stepped out with something else. That didn't seem to be with him. It was a wolf who he was on the arm of. Rose pat the handsome guy square in the bulge in his shorts, stopped him at the car before coming back over. Hey Rose, where's Zenith? I thought. It was quickly cut off. Look at Paige's face. Lost splashed all over his face. Oh, sorry, honey. I found the most who to be relieving. I felt bad though. Couldn't help but come to break the news to you. After he finished speaking, he peered over to the guy who did out and laugh. It's the guy by the car who adjusted his pants. Rose let out a sultry moan. She wiggled a little. He didn't seem sorry in the slightest. Maybe next time, cutie. I've got the feeling I'll be busy all night though. Before I could even say a word, he was off. I pushed my way back inside so I didn't have to hear Rose moving all the way back to the car. I should know something was up from the one I met those two. It didn't seem like Zenith was that welcoming towards Steve and Flame either. I grit my teeth and stewed, and lesson learned seems to be true. It usually is. I had him using cell colors. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Now we gotta go back upstairs. Let's keep bringing me here. Alright, we'll go back upstairs. Oh, it's empty now. I'll go there. So let's do this. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here. There, so I'm assuming that's the exit out, right? Let's check that. Yep, it is. Alright. Okay, not much to interact with out here. There's literally only one person here I can interact with. Amid all the splashing and bustle of the barely clothed pool patrons, the funny girl waiting to one side seemed to be all by herself and scanning the crowd with quiet interest. Amorous pool parties were pretty legendary. There weren't many places to go after dark and drink, dance, and take a dip. Many of the clubgoers didn't mind the excuse to rock up to the club in showy swimwear, and Cody's tales of the changing area could even make him blush. The bunny girl was pretty cute, a curvier girl with an outfit that showed off her full figure perfectly. It seemed like she had a swimwear on under her sweater with a towel by her side. But I hadn't worked up the nerve to strip down, which put us both in the same boat with my swim gear under my clubbing outfit. Does ever just go to places with swimmer under them? Is that how that works? Her glasses only aided to the same way she eyed her to the other clientele. She seemed a little more immature than some of the other patrons, maybe a little older. A cute librarian-looking girl? How could I resist? Introduce myself. She was looking for some company. I should wait around for someone else to snap her up. Okay, first I need to get her attention. Didn't say hello, try to pick up the line. So we're skirting the splashing pool goers a little and gave this punny girl a casual wave as I approached. Hi there, I'm Avian. The name. Mind if I keep you company a little? Hi Avian. I'm Remy. Sure, I wouldn't mind company. I smiled to see you definitely look older. I smiled to take my position next to her at the rail. She gave me a distracted smile as if I had disrupted her in the middle of something. I don't think we met, right? No, of course not. I shook my head. Honestly, I'm a little like you. I bet a wallflower. My brother comes up here all the time. Well, let's call it an experiment in it being a little more outgoing. I wouldn't say I'm more a wallflower. This is like weighing my options a little. Right. Ha! I guess I must look pretty shy and lame out here by myself, huh? Trust me, you're not alone. It's not exactly a bad look. I don't exactly see myself jumping right into the pool and trying to go from there. All that splashing and wet fur. Messy. Exactly. So, speaking of people watching, do you know that lifeguard over there? I want you to take me and ravage me all night long, Laura. Please. Please. I need help. I need to die. Look at it, was brilliantly marked Lilantraptor, swishing his showy tail to show off the complexity of his coloration. His predator expression was certainly as eye-catching as his bright coloring. As he surveyed the pool, he held Dominion over. My tastes run more towards girls, like cute little alpine girls made with glasses. I'm not excited for comparing. I already think I found the cutest girl here. You're not going to make me hook her up with some random jock-looking lifeguard, are you? Listen, maybe this is being a little candid, but I came over here because I'm interested in you. I'd rather not. Well, it's actually because there was nobody else to talk to. Let's be honest. I'm not allowed to talk to anybody else that's here. Are you gonna go off the screen or not? I'd rather not hook you up with some dommy guy when I'm trying to catch your eye. I'm not exactly that dominant, but show me what you want, and I'll do my best. Let's see, you. I'm not usually one showing the road, but that could be fun. Good to know that line still works on someone. Riptide.
Heap.
He heard he's covers heavy a little loud. Either way, the athletic lifeguard insinuated himself between us. Sorry to keep you waiting, Rennie. Work, you know, keeping the pool safe. I don't have as much free time to enjoy myself. He slipped an arm around Remy, claws running over her shoulders. He flashed me his teeth in a way that suggests I back off. Well, that's not gonna happen. Actually, we were just. I see you're feeling a little bit curious today, huh? I can dig it. Your little girlfriend here can join us if that's what you're into. Sure, I think I can find a space for you, newbie. This is like a submissions training? I held my ground looking from the new member. Didn't want to say I was disappointed. She clearly showed some interest in the past. But the way she melted under his touch suddenly made me feel like the newbie, just like the lifeguard had said. Why don't you let me decide what she wants? Oh, I know what she wants, don't worry. This shy girl's routine is just a cover, and everyone knows it. Actually, you know what? I think you missed your chance, Rip. Avian here at least seems to know how to talk to a woman. Wow. She placed her hand on the lifeguard's and gently moved it off her shoulder. He didn't fight it, but his scowl told it all. Fine, you know what, Remy? You can play around with your new chick all you want. When you're back here the next week and still unfulfilled, you're gonna have to beg. He stormed off, coming close enough that I thought he planned on smacking me. He whipped the fantail ineffectually against me as he passed his warpath. Geez, someone's been taking too many testosterone pills tonight. I sighed and looked at Remy, who was looking a little less mortified as Rip. Of course, he had named like that. Slammed the door to the staffer behind him. I'm sorry about him. It's fine. That's okay. It's not like I didn't expect a little competition. I think we should go in the pool now, huh? Sure. She smiled playfully, tension between us falling away a little. Don't make me regret it. I'm you an avian. No, ma'am. Remy patted away to get changed, leaving me to do the same. I quickly changed out of my club gear. Glad to have my swimwear on underneath, so I didn't have to risk running into Riptide in the changing rooms. I stood there in anticipation, waiting to see what the bunny girl would be wearing. Making a first impression, my swim brace was a little more exposing than flirting at the bar. Not that some of the others wore much more than that, even on the dance floor, but when Remy returned, her approving smile reassured me a little. Her body was displayed beautifully, even without the minimal outfits of some of the other patrons. I couldn't help but feel lucky for risking butting heads with Riptide to get to see much of the bunny girl in return. Her chest was Her chest was impressive, and proportionate size approached to her womanly curves, accentuated by a single-piece swimsuit that hugged her brooch hips, and under the heavy bust. I knew I was letting my eyes wander a bit, bringing them back to her pretty face with a look of admiration. Stepping down into the pool together, the mood lifted now that Riptide was out of the picture. Ah, that's so much better, right? Definitely, right. You know it, for our company, got a local. photo locale. We shared a mutual grin, floating together in the mild, evening air, enjoying the water in our skin and the quiet moment between us. Save me, Avian. You're not saving girls from big bad lifeguards. What do you do? Besides enjoying the spoils of war, she means. I'm between jobs at the moment, getting reacclimated to the area, using it as an excuse to learn a little more new people, you know? That sounds nice, actually. Good to be positive about it. Definitely. What about you, Remy? What do you do for a living? Actually, I'm a chef. Oh, really? You're making some nice meals. I work part-time in a restaurant and teach at the local college a little, too. Really? That's pretty impressive. Teaching seems pretty difficult now. Not so much in culinary school. Everyone is there to learn at least. I don't think I'd be brave enough to teach in a high school or something. If you went to my high school back then, you would. I would agree. About work. So restaurant work. That was pretty stressful. I did that for the social hours or filler. Maybe. Honestly, a lot of my friends are ones I've made for work, so I've always found time to hang out with someone. Though, yeah, a little lame to be working your butt off when everyone else is sitting down to eat. I love it though. My dad was really into cooking. My grandma too. I guess life growing up always revolved around the kitchen. It's the heart of the house after all. I would make a so I'm not gonna make this comment, but I want to make it right now. So I'll hold it. That's a good way to put it. And I bet you make an amazing meal. Like, cause she's a girl. I guess so. No complaints, and I guess they always stay nice and festive for things cooked, right? Well, that is true. I mean, if you can't get fat by your own cooking, you might not be able to cook. Do you have anything you like to cook? Is that fancy restaurant you work at? Not that fancy, no. Mostly it's stuff like pasta that I work with. I'm a saucier. I'm a saucier. Ah, I've got to do with you there. I see a little confident about it. You're teasing, right? No, I feel the same. Saucier. It's someone who makes some sauce. It's a kitchen. So you're a saucier. I know what that means. I know what I meant. Right as she giggled through her adorable blush. What? Never mind. Now she is. Thanks, same. So many sauces you'd recommend that I might not have heard of? Maybe. But hey, do you mind if we change the subject? Starting to feel like being back at school. My apologies, I'm sorry, you're right. It's not time to go to your work. It's funny, I guess when we were looking forward to your work stories become a lot more interesting. Tell me something about you. Well, I don't know, how is it? It is. But I guess it's worth pointing out that I may be a bit older than some mentors. Duh! I got that impression a little. Would it be your task? Laughed a little. But just say now that further down the road. I'm 32, not a problem, is it? No. Not at all. I'm 23, but hey, I mean, do you, right? No, you're just fine by me. I'm older than I look, you know. Makes it better, actually. You know, if I forget, I might average up by like 18, 19, 20. I'm older than I look, you know. Maybe hanging out with kids, they seem a bit younger than I am. We're closer in age than you might think. Good to know. We're not that close, actually. Whatever. And I also know crazy answers off the tuba playing hobby for kids. Wait to bury the lid on that one. No exes, no tuba, no kids. Good to know. No exes, right? No, much more than a handful of bad day choices. I was always sequestered on work. I did a double major in college. I never even saw a party. I guess I'm a bit of a workaholic. Oh, I know that. I know that feeling well. Those glasses aren't for show then, huh? Well, good to know. Surprising. Hopefully you'll take that as a compliment. I'll copy after this one. Here's where it goes. What's your second biggest fear? Second? Well, my first decides. My second probably sharks. Like, sea monster sharks, not a race thing, obviously. I know what you meant. Sea creatures spooky too, huh? Yes and no. Yes and no. I think they're both fears, you know? Prehistoric and majestic in certain ways. I guess just the idea of being struck out in the ocean, something like that, showing up, that kind of freaks me out. Can we just stop this topic? I don't want to choose any of these. That's how do you flirt about someone's fears? Nodded, reflecting and smiled. I guess a lot of nature is like that, huh? A little scary, a little beautiful. Exactly, yeah, I'm not like phobic or anything, though you'd maybe struggle to get me to jump out of a boat. Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't be cool with that either way. I guess you're right. Thanks, saving the avian. Huh, look at me rambling on like that. What we're talking about. What are your hobbies? So, Remy, any interesting hobbies? Actually, I'm kind of lame. I'm one of those career girls who just does more work than when she's at home. I guess that shows how much you enjoy it, though. She smiled and nodded. I guess you're right. And working in the food profession, I guess everyone needs to eat anyway, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, exactly. That sounds like the best thing to practice. Haha. Probably the most delicious version of work preparation I can think of. Is there anything you like to do in an octopus? I guess I enjoy going to museums. I like those shows they put on TV or the ancient feet that teach you other things. I like that beach sometimes too. If the idea of stuff in museums doesn't interest you, who doesn't like a trip to the museum every now and then? There's plenty of cool stuff to see and learn about there. I can agree with that. There's these prehistoric museums I used to like to go to when I was younger. Like there was this one that was like a dinosaur exhibit, I think, like dinosaur bones and stuff like that. And I used to love it there. Yeah, so museums are fun. I don't see what you're going on about. I'm going. Oh. Sometimes you can hear phrases. Like flies, I guess. If you want to hop, if you play that too much longer, really. I didn't realize how late it was getting. I shouldn't stay out there all night either. But hey, I've really enjoyed our time together today, right? Can I get your number? I'd like a chance to see you again. Oh, send it later at 8 Union. I did it. All set. Sweet. Yes. Thanks again, 8 Union. Here's my number. Call me when you poop too, okay? You bet, Remy. Thanks for the swim. Hey, she hugged me goodbye and headed off to her car. Damp hair smelling of apricot conditioner. Apricot? That's oddly specific. Apricot conditioner. You guys look cute. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. There's nothing to distract with here. Nothing else to distract with, at least. I see you staring. Weirdo. Nothing to do in here. Well, I guess we have just this now. Huh? What's this again? The exit? Yep. There's nothing else out here, I don't think. Hightail. So I realize this is one of the achievements right here to get the data to play something, but I don't know how to do that. Oh yeah, you guys. So there's 1, 2, 3. You. So that's 4 things in here to talk with. Let's talk to you. Why not? Here's a brightly colored fox sitting by herself here. She seems bored, her head resting on her palm. I don't see anyone else with her. I guess there's no harm in seeing if she wants some company. Breakthrough, I clear my throat, click. On the edge of both, I made a fake cough, followed by an exaggerated ahem. The fox girl rose in her seat. She was so deep in daydreaming, I don't think she'd even noticed me sit down. She quickly corrected her posture to something more ladylike. Oh, sorry, I didn't know I had a guest. I didn't mean to click that option, so I'm sorry. I meant to click something like the top one, just like to introduce myself. I didn't want to. Notice me. I didn't mean to ignore you. I've just been having a quiet night, and I was kind of tuning out. What's your name? I don't want to say. I've been having a bit of a quiet night too, so I know the feeling. Let me guess, you did get attracted by a friend as well? That obvious, huh? Yeah, sort of got swept along by her people's plans, and it was supposed to be my party too. I guess you used to class your joints with an outfit like that. You kind of stand out. I mean, not that's a bad thing or anything. Sorry, but just mean you look cool. Yeah, I made a choice with my gender picking. I didn't think people would refer to me as her the entire time. I thought it would just be like, you know, like it's a he, but he likes to dress like a girl, like, you know, cross-dressing. But nope, that's not what I got at all. Yeah. Haha, really, don't worry about it. Those shorts are short enough for you to fit in here too. What? I'm just dressing to impress, you know, when I'm in Rome. This is just how I dress. I hadn't really thought about it. I kind of know the feeling. I kind of change this style a lot, but I never like doing it to fit in my outfit or anything. Exactly, better to be yourself. Even if you get weird looks from the guy in my stripper tux at the bar. Right, definitely. So this was your party at the place you don't even like? Yeah, my school friends decided to treat me and get me out by taking me to the club. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm finished with high school and all. They just like to keep me in contact every now and then. Funny ideas? She's the one talking about to give me a heart attack. I don't see an X on her hand though. Are they bad friends or something, or? No, it's not that. They mean well and all. I just don't really have anything in common with them anymore, I guess. It's not really my thing to go clubbing and get drunk and go hunting for guys and stuff. I was only really friends with them because they weren't in my classes. Yeah, I have a lot of friends like that, trust me. It's just like, I talk to you, we're friends, but I never wanted to stay friends. I wanted this to end after the year. Like, why are we still friends? Why do I still talk to you? You can get it, missed up closer friends, right? I have close friends. They just live far away. I talk to them nearly every day on the internet. One of them did want to come see me for my birthday, but she was too busy.
Yeah, they always say that.
Meet up every few months at these conventions I go to. I'm sorry, I'm probably creeping you, aren't I? No, not at all. You're not a dork. There's nothing wrong with having long-distance friends. It's better than hanging out with people who don't share anything in common with you, right? What do you do all day when you go out to those conventions anyway? Thanks for being understanding. Most people here seem to think I'm weird for all the dorky talk and make an excuse to bail on me. I guess I'm not really looking to jump on a or if someone so much as forced with me. Like I said, kinda not really in my crowd. I understand that. God, I'm sorry. I'm pretty bad at these first impression things, aren't I? Kinda more thinking what being here says about me than like what I should say to people. Let's start over. My name's Sky, by the way. Yeah, I kinda got that. Nice to meet you, Sky. Don't worry, I'm not really looking for anything. I'm just shooting hands off, I promise. So is this a just guys you're watching out for, or should I be on my best behavior too? I mean, it's a figure of speech. Just be clear about produce, that's all. Right. Yeah, not like guys or girls, or anyone. Aw, he's kinda cute. Maybe not quite as clueless as I thought. I'm sorry, you fluster so easily. I know I shouldn't tease. You're funny, Avian. There we go, she's getting happy now. Thanks again for sitting with me. Who knows how long I'd be sitting here around here waiting for my friends to finish celebrating on my behalf. I sure can pick a... Can I? Hey, can I get you a drink or something? Yeah, totally. It's not something that I should be asking you. I came over here after all. I know, well, I'd appreciate it and everything. I'm just not a drunk drinker. Plus, my friends need someone to drive me home. If they aren't going home with someone else, of course, which they probably will be. Oh, okay. You calm down. Roar. Well, okay, let's both stay sober then. Only seems fair. Your friends fail, we can always grab a drink after and celebrate a little freedom. I guess that's true. Here we go, be happy. Don't growl. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I kinda got off on a tangent a lot. You asked about the cons I got too, right? First, I guess I want to ask a test question. Do you know why I'm dressed up this way at the moment? For attention, everybody's chilly, but your legs are hot. Birthday present? Something about the con? I give up. Yeah, everybody's chilly, but your legs are hot. Birthday present. First, I want to ask the test. What is this test for? Should I be worried? Is it that kind of test? Like, what? Let's go slot 6. Birthday present? Nope. Want me to just tell you? You can? Well, it's not the same thing for you. That's right, I'm actually a cosplayer. My favorite characters. I've always been a fan of cartoons, comics, video game characters, and all sorts of stuff. Dressing up helps me express myself, and a lot of my friends would say I do it pretty well, too. I think I'm the character you're dressing up as. You look really cute in that outfit. Honestly, you could pass it off just as a normal outfit, although it's a little colorful and well high cut. Thanks. And when you just have to return the compliment, you look great in that outfit, too.
Aw, shut. You still make me blush.
Her smile lit up the club. It was a little hard to tell if she was complimenting the TV show character or at the outfit that had done it. It's always similar, but the subtle flirtation went over her head a little. How come you're wearing your costume to a club, though? I don't think you'd find someone else in here that's doing the same thing. I know, it was a surprising party. My actual birthday was last week, and I was experimenting with my fur that I did with a patent gray. Huh. I pretty much opened my door and told me, your friends are all in the drive waiting for you to pick you up. I just found my normal clothes while I was so fresh. Makes sense. You didn't have time to change? No, when I clapped, I did my first piece extensively. I didn't want to go through trouble of trying to explain it. Okay, well, there was that fact. I think your friends would have known it was something if you in an outfit. They'd do to your house and you're all right. I guess so, huh? Let's just say that it made more sense to go full hog and wear outfits and masks rather than just being tied with yellow fur. As a character on a super casual day. Oh, that's cute. I know it's kind of dumb, but it kind of helps sometimes to be in character, you know? So if they are a little cooler and more outgoing. And hey, it's been a good icebreaker with these two so far. Comfort her. Let's comfort. If cosplaying makes you feel comfortable, then I'd say do it as much as you want. I just hopefully you don't... What is the grammar? Oh my gosh. I just hopefully you don't feel like you need to hide behind a person over me. You seem like a nice girl when you're being yourself too. Thanks, Avian the Avian. You've been really sweet to listen to me go on about myself. You seem like a great person. I'd love to get to know more about you, but my friends are gonna kill me if we go somewhere else to talk. Since I went off to sleep with someone. Oh, please. No. It's getting late and I was getting ready to leave before you come over. I agree with my friends thinking after both all night. You helped me with the night, at least it's fun for me. Do you have an IM I can message you at? What? IM, instant message. Oh, sorry, hold on, let me give you my mobile number instead. I'll show you how to set up an IM another time. This guy takes her the sheet for her drink and quickly scribbles a string of numbers on the back. Smiling as she hands it over to me. I guess she beat me to asking for it. Must have been made a pretty good impression. How about we meet up again soon, somewhere more quiet, hopefully. That's if you want to, of course. You don't have to call me. We can just talk on Discord or something. Discord? Is that supposed to be Discord? You know, like the gaming platform for not mobile gamers, just like gamers in general to talk? Are you talking about that Discord or Discord, as you call it? Thanks, guy. I'll let you know when I'm free. I'm gonna go find my friend and tell them they can either come home with me now or I'm gonna leave them here. This would make me claustrophobic. Thanks again for chatting, Avian the Avian. I really enjoyed it. Sky bounced out of her seat, taking a quick sip from her water before coming over to my seat of the booth. She gave me a quick hug around my shoulders, platonic but grateful, as she walked off into the crowd of dancers with her head held a little higher. She seems to be nice, pretty nerdy, which I wasn't expecting for a club. I'll call her sometime. Well, that was her. So now we have these two and you. This is gonna be a long episode. Let's talk to you. Despite him being alone at the bar of one of the most active nightclubs I'd seen in recent memory, my eye was drawn to the slender feline leaning over his book. He would sit there for a long moment and then, without cue, he would scribble frantically in a leather-bound journal spread out before him. Now and then he would lift his glass from the bar and lean back, pausing to take his drink as if someone was expecting him to. This notable ruse was undermined, however, as each sip was followed by a grimace so barely contained I just disgust. I asked him about the drink, asked about the scribbles. I moved my seat closer to his, stealing a glance or two at what he was doing. No page was packed from end to end with stream of consciousness, broken only by the occasional notes and edits. He must have been less in his own world than I thought, because I became aware of his eye locked on me with the eyes of his mouth turned downward. Pardon me. Oh. Pardon me, it's not polite to read over someone's shoulder, probably over the shoulder of a complete stranger. I'm sorry. You just seemed to be working so intently. I was wondering what could keep you so gross when an entire nightclub is pumping and thumping around you. He used to say that pumping and thumping don't help to contribute to my creativity. Being immersed in the reading heart of a popular culture can steam in your mind. Jack Spaniels. Positive vodka. When you're feeling not so positive, drink this and you'll be positive as hell. Southern Comfort. Oh, Southern Comfort. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Myself, I use it for a little peace and quiet. I'm going to be working on something important. Partly because strange people might come up and start reading over your shoulder. Oh, and it's Aven the Aven, by the way. Sorry, I know the questions first. I was writing this. You just seem a little out of your element. Seth. I'm Seth. I'll admit, it's an escape, but it's also to help me work through the creative process. Many famous authors immerse themselves in the popular culture of their day to draw new experiences and observe people in new environments. I suppose that's true. I thought most of them indulged in part because it was their particular interest more than strict research. Which means the type of romance or erotica, though. Erotica. Why would you think that? I mean, I don't, but why would you assume that? Is that the only motivation for me to be at this club? I mean, the facial expressions right now are just kind of a clear giveaway. Mostly because even the bouncers are wearing half the clothing you are. Because I came here with my brother Cody. Specifically because this is his favorite place to meet guys for a fling. You have to admit, your choice of ambiance suggests something more than just curiosity about popular culture. By now he was blushing furiously, the spots of red visibly beneath his snowy white cheeky fur. Despite his attempt at appearing aloof, something spoke about his relative discomfort in being here. I'm not here to judge, it's just, well, interesting. Get enough stories from Cody to get an idea of how this place tends to function, how you appear to be actively avoiding that function. Well, I'm honing my craft, trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone so I have a breadth of experience to write from. It's the sort of thing authors do. So you're a writer? Maybe you've written something I've heard of before. What do you have out there? Well, I'm not pushed per se. I'm building a body of work before I approach anyone. Wouldn't want to come off as some sort of dilettante. You see, just like the title. Do you have something I can read? I suppose that makes sense. Others rarely have a single word to their name. Do you have something I can read? He sat upright, the slouch that had been so prevalent before suddenly vanishing. His ears pricked up as well. Before he closed to the side of the back at me, he took a long look before responding. I suppose you can look over a couple of my things. It's still a rough draft, though. I haven't had it run by any editors, so don't expect too much. Hesitantly, he dug in the shoulder bag sitting beside him before producing another composition notebook that he sat down in front of me. I'm gonna have to lower this music because it's gonna drive me nuts. Because it's just the same thing on repeat. It's mostly snippets of some poetry, I know. It's self-indulgent to play with rhymes, but you have to find your muse when it comes. He watched intently as I skimmed over his work. It was mostly fluff, fragments of ideas of the occasional cleave of rhyme. Each piece seemed short, as if it were cut off before completion. He seems to have trouble sticking to an idea. Maybe that's why he was looking for inspiration. What do you think? I mean, I can't expect much from what I provide, but it's always appreciated. I'm seeing quite a few good ideas here, and even more interesting takes on the ideas that you're presenting. You really should seek publication. You're too kind, really. It's definitely the direction I'm going to, but I feel like I need to work on a little more before I get to where I completely comfortable with the idea. You seem very sensitive about your work for someone who is writing on the public eye. Well, writing is it pulls quietly deeply from my internal well. Everything is in some way a reflection of myself. I suppose it's easy to take things personally. Well, if I may be so bold, what brought you to the club tonight? It seems clear you aren't driven by a desire to quietly observe, nor are you obviously looking to get drunk or dance. I'm curious as to what your motivation is. My motivation is being dragged here by my brother. To be completely honest. Mostly I guess to keep myself occupied and distracted. Cody, my brother, very much likes this place, but doesn't always want to come alone. I need the time away from my problems, and he wanted to ride. Match it with my wellness and necessity. Well then, where else might you have gone if you had the option? Ignoring cost, location, or any of that? Somewhere interesting. I mean, the game's called Amorous. That's exactly why I downloaded the game. So here, actually, I think I'd still come here. It's been a while since I got to meet people, and I've never been the type to come to a nightclub. Something new to try and see how it goes. That and Cody loves the place, and I want to see what it was all about. The rest of the day, friends definitely did seem to enjoy it here, particularly if the volume of people on the dance floor is any indication. He seemed to be rather thrilled with his pseudo interrogation. He looked back up from his notebook with excitement. So, being we are in this club, and you already expressed your curiosity as to why I'm here. What do you like about this club? Drinking. That's it. Just drinking, dancing, relaxing, socializing, socializing. Relaxing. I just need to relax, get away from all my mundane problems, and enjoy myself. I've done the 9 to 5 grind for too much of my life already. Looking thoughtful, he nodded a few times and smiled. His pen dipped back down into his notebook and added a few more scribbles to the rapidly filling page. Goodness knows, I need a break now and again too. I've read his life through, though seemingly serene, is packed with deadlines, creative block, critique, editing, the list goes on. Trust me, I'm writing a book. Well, a Wattpad story, but I know all of those. So we established where you want to be and why you want to be there. But the big question is, who do you want to be with? What kind of person would you be looking for at this club? I get the feeling that this is a somewhat pointed question. I also get the feeling that this is somewhere more going on here than some research. He shot me a Cheshire cat grin and they placed a hand on his chest in mock shock. Clearly he was showing this intimate game of 20 questions. Handsome, sort of dressing, someone bold. You. You. Gets the point. Someone bold, someone interesting. I'm hoping to be someone interesting, someone with stories and sort of confident charm that entraps you. I'm not looking for confidence. I'll find a shy person adorable. The kind of person you can have a good laugh or thoughtful discussion with. Apparently I said the right thing. A smile spread across his lips before resting the pen on the table. Without even looking to the notebook, he continued. I agree completely. Your looks can be nice, but if there's no substance behind them, what's the point? A wholly rounded individual is far more important than just one aspect. Yeah, definitely. Alright, one more question. Then I really should find Cody and figure out what he's planning for the rest of the night. I suppose I have been crying heavily. That said, you have been a very interesting character study, to say the least. It's rare I actually get to interact with somebody. Well, if you got off that book and walked around this club, you'd have a lot more people. I'd hoped I was more than just an intellectual version. Is that not the case? I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's been interesting talking with you. I've been here for a couple of hours already, and you're the first person who stopped to talk that didn't want to take a drink or order. I smiled and leaned on the bar. He was pretty awfully cute when he desperately tried to regain his composure. Oh, you mean like this face right here? Yeah, definitely cute. He's adorable. So what's the last question? He hesitated, glancing down at his notebook for a second before scribbling something on the margins. As he looked back up, I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed. I was heading to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story. And there's a rodeo I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along? Sure. I'd love to. What time? Really? I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call me and let me know when you're gonna get there. He tore off the corner of a notebook page, absent-mindedly, leaving a snippet of poetry in the upper half and passed it to me. Wow, so, screw your work then, huh? Just give me your work. Thanks, it'll be nice to have someone else there. It's always been a little awkward to go alone. I understand that, definitely. It's never nice to go somewhere alone. Sounds like a date then. I suppose it is. I need to get going, but be sure to call me as soon as you're up. I'll make sure to save us a seat. After gathering his things, he shot me another adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slipped it into my pocket. I think I'll definitely be seeing you more often. There we got 2 people left. You.
And then Cody.
My hand barely touches the counter before the bartender's right in front of me. From here I can see that his uniform, while dapper, is clearly tailored for the club. His sleeveless vest and cuffed wrists are capped by a revealing tuxedo style briefly as well. Despite this state of near undress, he seems quite chipper and buffs down the counter in front of me with a rag. Welcome to Amorous, hottest club in town. I'm Jackson. I'll be your beverage artist this evening. He winks at me before continuing. What can I do for you? I'll like to ask him at the club. Anything in particular? Where do I start? You know, other patients here? Someone you had in mind? I saw a husky outside. Yeah, the bouncer upstairs seems nice. What do you think? How's that house? You anything else? So he's at a glass in front of me. I think I'd like a drink. What did you have in mind? Non-alcoholic. Yeah. One ginger ale coming up. With a rather surprised flourish, he slid his hand against the glass and rolled it between his finger before catching it by the base. He brought both back up to the counter, flipping the glass over while I still holding it, and shot a steady stream into it like he was firing a pistol. He released the glass and, drawing his hand back, drew a rag from his cuff and wiped the bar in front of me clean. Your drink. Applaud. Definitely applaud. Wow, that was quite the show. Oh, nice. That face, though. Oh my gosh. You're just like, why? Always happy to serve an appreciative customer. Is there anything else I can help you for you? Yes. Well, you can start by telling me how you learned to do that. I set up my drink as Jack and moved forward to the bar. Drive, determination, months of nothing better than the need for tips to feed my eating and run to my paying habits. He winks at me and stood back up. Anything else I can do for you? Ask about you. Yeah, you can tell me myself. I thought you came here to have fun, not just chat up with the bartender. Oh, I should tell honestly, what do you see? It seems like despite his friendly demeanor, he's hesitant to talk about himself. How about I start? My name's Avon the Avian. I'd like to get to know you better. Sorry, just being a bartender tends to get you quite a bit of unwanted attention. You already know my name, but it's nice to meet you, Avian the Avian. Got to say, you already know what I expect from the customer. In a bar, you're not quite expected a bartender. That I've met other bartenders or gone to many other bars and took a breath. There isn't much to tell, really. Late nights working at the club don't really leave me much time to do anything else. Everyone else is either at work or asleep. Why bartending then? I mean, you're clearly amazing at it, but I trailed off as I saw his expression change. It's a long story. Something for light conversation on a fun night. He's still very guarded. Maybe I shouldn't press him. Sorry, I didn't mean to press. You seem like a great guy, and well, I'm here to meet people. I stepped and picked up my drink. He hesitated before putting a hand on mine. You've got to understand one thing. Being back Here, being something for everyone, you build a barrier. It's hard to take people at face value sometimes. We looked at each other for a moment, and consider what he said. I stopped, placed my drink down on the bar, and settled it to. Too much about this bartender just let it go like that. However, I'd have to be a little more reserved with my curiosity. I can understand that. I'm sure you get more than your share of unwanted conversations. There was an awkward pause, him absolutely cleaning with the bar with a rag as I sipped out my drink. I didn't want to sit in silence, but I didn't want to scare him off again, so I extended my options. Is that one of the tools? He sat glass in front of me. Have you got like a drink? What do you have in mind? Surprised me. I didn't want to consideration decided that I was going to try something new tonight. I might as well adventure. I might as well be adventurous. I put the drink menu down and smiled at the bartender. You know what? Surprised me. The smile lit up immediately. I saw a little mischief. Leaning towards me, he whispered in his professional tone. You absolutely sure? Okay, why is this hand down here? That's not right. Hit me. I will out the deep and he leaned forward and pressed the finger against his Cheshire looking grin. Nope, too late. Looking at his wrist to settle his cuffs, he began. His hand slid beneath the bar, wrist over wrist, and in a single motion he drew out 2 bottles, flipping both upside down and forward to pour a shot of each into his glass before he played. Before flipping them over his finger like an action-moving pistol, taking them on the bar and moving them. Next, his hips shifted as I noticed his tail wrapping around the neck of the 3rd bottle, lifting it smoothly off the shelf behind him and letting it roll down the full length of his tail into the small of his back. His right hand snagged the bottle by the neck, bringing it to the front. He gave it a quick shake of the wrist with his wrist before flipping it over his index finger and settling it down with his others. With another quick hip shift, his tail wrapped around the 4th bottle and launched it into the air. My eyes went wide as almost completely through the arc. He caught the bottle by the neck and held it an inch or 2 above the glass before giving it 2 quick shakes. He tossed the bottle back behind him with a grin as he sailed straight back towards his tail with it. While it snaked around it, the bottle shifted just enough that I could see it slip. His impression went from right to forward as it smashed into the floor behind him. Yeah, that was going to come out in the chat. I went immediately to my wallet and placed it down the bar. Put it on my tab. Did you want about that? That was a $45 bottle of booze. It's not like I won't be going to lose my job over it. At least I hope I won't. He looked frustrated for a second and composed himself. It's my bad, really. Job hazard. I couldn't ask you to cover this. I smiled. It's a good thing you didn't then. I let out a 50 with the bar in front of him. Wait. You serious? I don't. Just shut up and take it. Congratulations are in order. You actually got me to shout for a second. I'm just completely blown away by this. It's not the big deal. You gave me a fantastic show. I mean, wow. I didn't even know people could do that kind of thing. You're not helping me with the whole, like, professional thing here, you know. Not my job. He grinned and put away the remaining bottles. Drinks on me. Totally. You've just been too sweet of a customer to charge for one of my experience. I'll get you your change. There it is. You earned it. All of it. Fair and square. That was mind-blowing. Your unabashed admiration is thanks enough, but I do think you forgot something. I heard my hand back on my wallet. He smiled and slid up a paper over me. I think you'll know what to do with that. Let me guess his number. As he moved to the next customer, I flipped the paper over to see the phone number. With his name in an embellished script below it, I slid the paper into my pocket. I'm gonna call Jags after trying to meet up again sometime. Now, the last person here, you son of a... Yeah. Hey bro, can I borrow you for a second? What's up? Can I hang out with you? Any advice? Met anyone? Can I head home? Can I hang out with you? I feel my face would be nice. Can I hang out with you? I was kind of hoping I could meet some guys while we're here. I don't think you'd probably want to watch me grinding on laps. Besides, people are gonna think we're in a unit. Don't let me cramp your style. You can totally use a dance floor though. Let us move. I can't dance with you? Try to shake it here. Why don't you grab a drink if you're bored? Oh, fine. Any advice? I'm kinda lost as to what to do. Should you any advice for a first timer? It's a huge club, even the Avian. If the dance floor is too busy for you, there's a chill lounge in the back and upstairs around air for winding down. Oh, and the bar too, just across the room. They have everything here. Pamper yourself. I'm not sure if I'm the pampering type. Maybe someone here is looking for someone to pamper them for the night. Met anyone yet? Still working up the courage to ask someone out. It can be hard to tell if they're looking at you, or the girls behind you. It's been an hour and 36 minutes, dude. You can't find someone in that time? Really? Well, yeah, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes, maybe? Maybe about an hour and 10, something like that. It took about 20 minutes creating my character and then we came here. Something like that. People here are a bit more open, but still don't want to misread the signals, you know? Yeah, I did that. Quite twice, I believe. I see about 10 guys that are likely interested just from here. Can we head home? I think we have just about what I can have here. Do you mind if we head home? Sure you want to go home? I know we go all night. I'm happy to go whenever you are. You just let me know when you're sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's late. It's late. I wouldn't mind calling it late. Fair enough. I appreciate you coming tonight. You'll have to tell me about how it went on the way home. It's rowdy in here. Ew, it was quite the story. We were to step outside. The bouncer gave us a gentle wave, Sharpie in hand, as he addressed the next in line. I felt bad for pressing Cody to leave earlier than he usually would have left. He was all smiles. He was just happy that I came, I suppose. He insisted on driving. Drink apparently put him off his game. After all the excitement, I barely recall what we talked about on the way home. It just flew by. It's funny, the trip to the club felt like a lifetime. I guess I was more nervous than I should have been. Best not to overthink it. We passed out quickly when we got home, still riding the high of the evening. Ugh. First time I've slept as late for reasons other than being a loafer. Seems like Kobe's already up. Either that or he just dropped me off and went back clubbing. The whole thing still feels kind of surreal. I should check my phone and see if I end up getting any new contacts or if it was just one of those weird dreams. Is my phone ringing? Why was it doing that? Jesus, I am a slut. Yeah, still nothing in there. Oh, that's a shame. Let's put that there. What? Why are you still ringing? Chat settings, normal. Diary. Contacts. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to call somebody, aren't I? Dustin, Mercy, Remy, Kobe. Why would I call him? Dang it, I forgot who was who. So Dustin was the wolf. Not the wolf, the lion. Mercy was that goat. Sky was the girl with the fur. Seth was he was the bartender, I believe. Jax is oh boy. Kobe, I already know who Kobe is. Who's Jax? Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm thinking right now. Who's Jax? Jax. I can't remember. Jax. The bunny. Who was the bunny? Remy was the bunny, so Jax was definitely that. Right? That bartender from last night seemed like a really great guy. I think I'd like to get him know better. Dang it. Bleep in here. This is Jack. If it's morning, I'm probably asleep. If it's evening, it should be your favorite club. Alright, let me ask you, I get back to you. Beep. Hang up. He's probably asleep at this time of the day. Maybe I should call back later, see if I can catch him. I wasn't too sure whether to make plans, so I got myself cleaned up. I had breakfast, watched some TV, anything to dawdle and burn in the early morning. It took me a moment before I noticed my phone was buzzing and dancing on the nearby countertop. I snagged it and picked up the call. Hello? I heard some groggy mumbling on the other end at first. It took a few moments before I could make out what was being said. Yeah? Who's this? I stifled as a chuckle. Hey, Jax, Davian from the evening from the club. There was a few loud noises at the end, and a second or two later he seemed considerably more awake. Crap, I mean, hey, hi! Sorry, the club wound up just exploding with people last night. I was just taking orders until 3 in the morning and I didn't come till 4. It's nice to hear back from you. How was your night? I know. I was there until 2:30 myself. Wow, that place got packed fast. There was so many cool people to chat with. I wish brother had told me about the place sooner. Should I be jealous? Good to know you hit it off so well and still thought to call me. I'm flattered most people forget I exist after the bar closes down. Maybe this wasn't such a good day. He's got a weird schedule, and he's likely swinging a date offers every night. I should let him down easy. I just want to call you know how you had a great time last night. You were a blast to chat with. It was fun. I hope I do it again. Most people just fill out the comment card, but I have to say, like a personal touch. Well, I should get going here, but it's a busy day ahead. Lots of things I was putting off that I need to get done. Yeah. I should add a little more, should I? Nice hearing from you. Take care. a little awkward calling the guy who mixed my drinks last night. Still, he seemed happy to hear from me. I'm not sure I'm ready to go much further yet. Maybe I should call someone else. Please, tell me who the wolf... The wolf? Was he a wolf? Was he another lion, tiger? I think he was a... Seth. So, let's go over this again. So, Remy was the bunny, Mercy was the goat girl, Dustin was the lion, Sky was the girl with the yellow fur, Jax, okay, so Jax was the bartender, Kobe is, who calls Seth, so it's definitely Seth. Right, that young feline rider seemed interesting. Yes! He said he'd be heading to the library today, maybe we can still catch him. Ring, click, hello? Hi, it's Aven the Avian from Amorous. You mentioned I should give you a call today, and since you just rolled out of bed, I figured now was a good time to say as any. Aven the Avian? Alright, the interviewee. I'm glad you hear you called back. I was just whoop. Okay, I'm okay. I'm just whoop. I'm just on my way to the library right now. It's a great time for a strew. Oh, jipies. A loud thud on the other end of the phone was followed by some muttering grunting. Apparently, I distracted him in the middle of something. Was this a bad time to call? It seems like you're having some difficulties there. No, I just had a few books that had been in meetings that returned before they came what were due. Though sometimes I think the only reason for the library stay is open is because of the fees I wound up paying. I take you're a fairly avid reader as well. Definitely. I can't expand one horizons enough. I'm just about to head inside. Do you want to drop by and meet in the lobby? Sure, let me just get reasonably to see it, and I'll pop right over. Oh, you never told me when the reading was. I hope you didn't miss it. Reading? Oh no, what time is it? Can't set the clock, I guess I was a little after 10. After I mentioned it, Seth seemed to calm down. Phew, sorry about that. I got a little too deep into my own mind sometimes. The reading is at noon in the community room. We've got plenty of time. Good, Avian. Good. Well, I've got nothing planned this morning, so I'll just drop by since you'll already be there. We said our goodbyes, so as I tried not to flinch every time, I had another book drop on the other end, and I hopped out of bed to get dressed. Despite not needing to rush, I didn't feel a little concerned about making him wait. I scooped out some clean clothes and got myself as close to presentable as possible. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop the video here. We're getting about an hour and 45 minutes in recording. If you take the other half of the recording session. Oh, whoa. Okay, calm down. Why are you in your underwear again? Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here. We can continue this some other time. I'm gonna be posting this probably somewhere tomorrow, hopefully. So I'll talk to you guys later. It was fun. I enjoyed myself. This is definitely something I'm continuing. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, and I don't know, if you want to subscribe to my dumb self, go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Have a good night. See you guys.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.